Welcome back to Anisong, the show where I talk about anime music with my friends. In this episode, we do a full dive on Macross Crossover Live. Joining me today are Kay, Ken, Robert, and Casey. Kay, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Chiwas, K here, also known as Narumi on Twitter, joining once again to talk about anime and songs and tsukumis. Happy to be back.
Alright, Ken.
Hi, I'm Ken. I'm Datenchi on Twitter. I am the resident Love Live fan. But I'm here to talk about Macross. Macross Crossover Live. I was fortunate to attend it, and I'm looking forward to talking about it.
Alright. Robert.
I am Chris's relatively next door neighbor. I'm a fan of Macross, especially in Ringo. I'm a very low profile person.
Okay. And Casey.
Hey, I'm Casey. I am IMS, Macross, and Baby Metal fanboy, and I am stoked to talk about Crossover Live here. Thank you for the invite, Chris.
All right. And as usual, I'm your host, Chris. So I guess we'll just dive directly into it. Macross Crossover Live. So, Kay, you were telling us what your favorite Macross show was.
Yes, I was. So I've had time to think about it now.
Wait,
So for those who don't know,
it's not.
yeah, we had to re-record, and the first time Kay told us that his favorite Macross show is called what was it again?
Robotech.
Right. And then everything crashed.
Kami.
Okay, if Kawamori has a gun to your head right now, say hello.
Blink 1 for yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So what? Now that you've had time to think about it, what is your favorite Macross show?
It's gonna actually have to be the original.
The original.
Whoa.
Yes.
You've seen all of them, right? Macross.
I've seen all of them.
Okay, go.
And it's the original. It's a lot of the reasons why the originals are always the favorite, because it's pretty much the one that you started with and
Right.
kind of grow with. But even then, a couple, when we watched Do You Remember Love Again, it just kind of reminded me of all the high notes of the series.
Right.
Even though I had different opinions on the characters now than I used to, I still think as a series it's my favorite, because I definitely and also the VFs are my favorite models.
Yeah.
I the whole Macross series.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Robert?
Yeah, I have to agree. It's the original.
Original.
I like the music of Frontier and Delta a lot more than the original, but overall, as a whole package, the original is the best.
Right. Okay. What about you, Ken?
So I'm kind of I don't know if I have the best angle for this, because I got halfway through the original and haven't gotten back to it. I've watched one of the Macross Frontier movies, and I finished Delta. So by technicality, if we're talking about ones that I've completed, it would probably be Delta. Well, so that's the thing, is that my main admiration for the franchise is literally through the music,
Right.
Purely, and I think by that, and I think this love has come more recently, especially after Crossover, which we can get to later. But I think I might actually like Frontier a lot.
Whoa.
Okay.
I had no idea.
Okay.
I assumed you were a Valkyrie fanboy.
I am. Well, I am, but I think, and maybe it's just because I've been listening to Valkyrie a lot, and for me, Frontier is kind of new. So I think in that regard, maybe because it's just the newest thing for me, that it's fresh and it's interesting. But I don't know. I like the Mamegu main dynamic. I like both of their songs. Are both too.
Nice.
So
It was good.
yeah.
Yeah, and I
Alright.
kind of get what you're coming from, because like after crossover, I felt like Frontier took a lot of my attention, and like I was
Oh,
just
I mean,
listening
yeah.
nonstop to Frontier music afterwards.
It's really weird because like before, like I agree. Before that, like I liked Frontier, but it wasn't like something I like really 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 liked. But for
Yeah,
some reason, after crossover,
Yeah, because I was never in a setting where I was able to fully take in like a full set of Frontier songs,
I mean,
like that.
It helps that they had such a killer set list.
Oh
Right.
my god!
Right.
Like the Nyan Nyan whatevers.
Yeah.
There's 4 or 5 of them or whatever.
Yeah.
And
We'll
that-
get back into it,
yeah,
but
get
yeah.
themselves.
Real quick, Casey, what is your favorite Macross series?
So I started with Frontier via /A when it was warring with Code Geass, and right after that, right after that, I got into 7, and I think 7 struck a chord with me. I love that hard-hitting butt rock that it's so satisfying to listen to. So easily 7, but I love Frontier, and if you had seen Crossover, it's such an easy case to make that Frontier is my second favorite.
Right. Okay, so the Macross Crossover Live itself was basically divided in 4 sections. Well, 4 main sections. They started with the regional Macross, then Frontier, then then 7, then Frontier, and they ended with Delta. So let's talk about the first section first. Kay, what did you think about? Did you had any expectation from Marijima?
well, obviously the same expectation everyone would have.
No,
I was like, is this even a question?
Yeah.
let's not be rude.
Come on.
No, but really.
I mean, that's it, right? Like you know why she's there.
Wow.
You know the check was cleared, and you come. Everyone who comes knows why she's singing, and then basically, and I think it's the first time for me. It actually was. Actually, I don't know, but it was enjoyable to hear not just Hayabuya Temaska live, hear other songs.
Right, like Zero
And so-
Giraffe, Sunset Beach,
Angels.
and Xiao Bailong.
Yep.
Yeah.
They opened with
And-
Xiao Long.
They opened with
So
Xiao
good.
Bailong. Yeah, it's great.
What a weird opener. It was so great.
With Mamegu.
Yeah.
Was that on day 2? No, that was day 1.
Day
That's
one.
Day 1.
Yeah.
Right. Xiao Bailong. Oh, that's right. My make good soap. Yeah. Yeah. Personally, Marijima was the one I was looking forward to the most. But I also knew to manage my expectations. I will say that I am a bit disappointed that she didn't sing Ayaboite with everybody else. Because basically everybody has performed that song, right?
I had the same thought too. It was like,
Oh, you mean
That's-
like
Yeah,
like
like not
on a
always
song,
to do it
or,
with
Yeah,
like,
everybody has covered
you know,
that song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's just more of an issue with the whole setup of the live itself.
Right, exactly. So as I said, the live has been separated in 4 different sections, and I didn't like that. I thought it's not a. I guess it was a 35th anniversary live, kind of.
yeah.
But it's once in a. They don't do it every year. Like they do like once every 5 years or something. They do a live where they invite everybody, and I thought it was a missed opportunity to separate all the acts. I mean, yeah, at the end they did like medley, like Firebomber and Valkyrie and Juno. That was cool, but I thought it was a missed opportunity that most of the live wasn't that. You know?
I agree with you up to an extent. Like having one day with the 4-act setup was fine.
Right.
But 2 days with essentially the same, almost the entire same set list, that I was disappointed in.
Right.
Yeah. Likewise, if I was going into that live assuming I would hear them all sing "I Oboe the Muska" together, but both days we ended with Runner. It's like okay, maybe they'll do it before the encore. No,
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't mind
missed
ending
opportunity,
with
but I
Runner.
wanted to hear it.
Yeah, I think there was a good reason why they ended with Runner.
Yeah, totally.
Right, but I don't know. Robert, besides, did you have like, what do you think about Marijima's set? Because I know you like the original too.
I mean, it's exactly as I expected it, to be honest. Like, I got Iowa de Masca, I got Tenshi, I got ZOG Love, I got Pilot, I got everything I wanted. So, and I mean, like, she performed exactly as I expected, and her MC was hilarious.
Yeah, our MC was.
I didn't know she was a vocal artist.
So for those who don't know, during the MC, Mari Jima basically threw shade at everybody else because she was like, "Oh yeah, it's the first time I hear earring. What do you call those?
In-ear monitors.
Oh, ear monitors. Yeah." She was like, "Oh yeah, it's the first time I wear those. I usually don't because I'm a vocal artist, and like everybody else."
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it's Mariejima, and that's how we love her, right?
Of course.
Of course.
But not enough to get her Dodgers tickets.
Okay, moving on. For the Macross 7 section, Casey, what did you think about it?
I mean, the moment I heard those riffs for Totsugeki coming out of center stage, you see Fukuyama Yoshiki's luscious locks. He is having fun, and I'm screaming my head off. Like, it's the most unforgettable. Well, he plays like 3 songs, and then we go to the Milane section, but he is everything I want out of high energy Anisong. So I don't have the words to express like how much fun I had listening to him play music. And then we got to hear something that I had not actually been aware of was Virgin Story.
Virgin Story?
Yeah, which is also a very hype song, and it
is.
It is one of the only Firebomber songs which both Fukuyama and Kajiura both have a good back and forth, and so I was. Not only had I not heard that before, okay, I heard it here day one. I was like, damn, this song's great. I want to hear it again. And, because the cellist didn't change too much. Got to hear it twice. And then Remember 16. What a great almost ballad.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, that one made me touched.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to hear that one live, so I was very happy to hear that.
Yeah.
One of the things I really like about Macross 7 set is the Light the Light.
Yeah.
They had the karaoke, and everybody was singing it along.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That was great. Also, I've noticed that Firebomber was... Well, I think they had the most energy out of the 4-part.
Yes, I could agree with that.
Yeah,
I think the audience had the most.
Yeah, the audience.
The
audience.
Yeah.
The audience was
For
a
sure.
complete fire.
Yeah, like I think on day 2 there was some guy Oshi jumping in the aisles, but not. It's probably the most intense I've ever seen it. Just he goes up about a foot and then his knees come to his chest, and he just did that for the entirety of the Firebombers. Well, at least when Yoshiki's out.
I don't really picture people Oshi jumping during Chi's set.
It's hard to. People were Oshi sitting during that set.
That was that whole set.
Casey can vouch for me doing that on day 2.
Yes.
Dude, you got better things. Better things to use your energy on.
That whole set was just very interesting. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. It felt like it just killed the hype that was already building up. It's like I could understand, leading up to like, proper Firebomber set, but like it's just like dead smack in the middle of all the 7 stuff. I'm like, I didn't even know that stuff was there. So like day one, I'm like, I don't know these songs, and I'm tired. I need to sit.
Dude, even I recognize those songs, and I know some of those songs. I didn't recognize the version she played because they're like these noise rock covers.
Yes.
So,
I mean, the visuals, especially, I forget which song, but the visuals were amazing.
Oh yeah. But Forte described it to me as like he whispered to me, he's like, dude, like I didn't know I was at an Explosions in the Sky concert. I'm like, yo, that describes it 100%.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Honestly, I think day one was the worst for that set because you didn't expect it.
You didn't expect it. Yeah.
Like I think like the first 2 songs of Chie's set, I didn't even know those were 2 songs. I just thought they were one long song. So I was like, is this song going on forever?
Oh god, they bled together so much. It's like love song, Kimi ni Toroke,
Yep.
Sweet Fantasy. Like
I like those songs.
Yeah, I like these audio or the album versions.
Yeah, but the set list was interesting.
Yeah, low energy from Chie Kajiura, but.
Yeah, that was like because I only went day 2, so when that hit me, I wasn't ready for it, and so it was like all these hype songs, and all of a sudden like okay, so maybe we have this like usual in live, you have that kind of up and down tempo, or you have a bunch of hype, and you have like one song or two that kind of cool you down, then you jump back up, but then it kept on going, and I was like, is this? Did we just do a huge tone shift? Are we just gonna?
Yeah, but honestly, it could have been a medley. Like,
yeah, it could have been.
Yeah, but I won't. It was interesting because I don't have. I didn't hate it. I don't know much about how Chie Kajiura does her kind of live shows, and I think it was you, Chris.
Yeah, it was me. Yeah.
This is pretty normal.
It's normal.
Yep. So it was interesting, but hey, at least we ended with like. My Friends, yes. Planet Dance, hell yeah.
So any like wish, like did you was there any song you wished it did?
Oh man, Try Again. God damn it, day one.
So that's the thing, because he teased us.
He just kept teasing it, and then
try again, try. Oh no, I'm not gonna sing it. What the fuck, man?
Oh man, there's 100 Firebomber songs I want to hear. I mean, more than anything, Holy Lonely Night is probably my number 1.
Oh yeah.
Or even like as a ballad, like day 2, I was hoping instead of Remember 16, we'd hear like Submarine Street.
Right. Me too.
Because it works so well as an acoustic as well on the acoustic Fire album, but I don't want to cry over something that wasn't meant to be, even if that was my favorite part of the show. So
allow me to
be glad for what happened, not what didn't.
Personally, I'll again, so there's this, I don't know if you've heard that song. It's a medley. It's called Nyan Nyan Fire Totsugeki.
Yeah with Main
Mamigu.
It's insanely good.
It's insanely good. It's really well arranged, and again, it's not a missed opportunity because they had everybody, and they didn't do it. Why? I don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's on the same album as Virgin Story.
It is on the same.
It was it was such a ripe opportunity to use that song, especially when they're all in one location.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And not a missed opportunity. All right. Okay.
But at least they did like Iki o shiteru kanjiteru, right? Mm-hmm. That was another kind of combo song. So I was surprised to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Did you guys stay for the CM?
Yes.
The CMs were amazing. So for those that don't know, after which song was it?
After Planet Dance.
It was the first secret guest before.
Right. They did the song from the game.
Yeah, Macross 30. So it was Planet Cradle, which
Right.
is Yuta Haruka.
Right. I was not expecting her.
No one was.
No, it's true.
Like,
That
I
was
expected like Macross Plus,
Right,
not
me too.
Macross 30.
Right? As a Cinderella Girls fan, knowing that at least 3 of the people there, or excuse me, like 4,
4, yeah.
4 of the people there, we just, I got a, fangasm out of that.
Right.
So yeah, she is Matsunaga Ryo in Cinderella Girls.
She
That-
is. Yeah,
that
I was
was
like,
awesome.
oh, hey. Yeah, that was great. So right after her song, they played the CMs for the break. The CMs were hilarious. I'd hope they would upload them on YouTube or something. Unfortunately, they didn't.
In full quality. Oh
In
my
full
God.
quality, yes.
Yeah, they were just like, as high res a master as you can get for the time.
Yep.
They were just presenting all of them. It's not like some jank like VHS rip. It's like it looked like, just proper.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
loved it.
What was there? Like, there was like the scale models of VFs and
VF, yep.
some Zentradi alphabet decoder.
Yeah.
I want that. I want that.
Yeah, same.
I
But
think the best CM was the Ichiban Kuji. From
Yes.
Oh yes,
Easily.
That was the best.
Easily.
I tried
The
finding
Macross
that on YouTube. I could not find it.
Yeah, I tried looking for it as well, but there's
it's worth explaining. The Kuji CM was like a model of Ranka and a model of Cheryl arguing about just talking about being in like a Kuji at a game store, and God, it was
I
funny.
think it was a convenience store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, was it Cheryl's, getting neurotic about being, just being like a prize, and she's like the last one to be selected, and as Ranka is being carted out of the store in a bag. It's absolutely hilarious. I hope somebody can dig that up. It's so good. It might be
It's
a
so
neat.
good, yeah.
Oh, who the hell knows? Yeah.
All right. So after that, they went into the Macross Frontier set, which I have things to say about it. But first of all, Ken, what did you think about it?
So, I think I already knew what was gonna go down after the first half. Is like once we got the whole gist of, okay, they're just doing this in order.
Mhm.
I was like, all right, so I guess I'm just gonna prepare for Frontier now. And yeah, no, like it pretty much met my expectations. Like, because I'd watched like the first Frontier movie on one of my flights going to Japan, and I think I like, especially when the songs hit like the proper climaxes there, like that got me super hyped for just anything in general.
Mhm.
So like I was like really just looking forward to whatever they were throwing at me. And I mean, like, you start with Maine, like, like it doesn't get any better than that, right?
Right.
So it was Welcome to My Fan Club's Night, like, holy shit.
Yeah. What an opener.
Oh my god. Like,
I have
Perfect.
just quick.
Perfect.
uh,
build.
You were. I mean, yeah. I think you and Casey were both at Valkyrie 3rd, right?
yes,
That's
Did you guys go to the Skytree?
I did not.
I did.
You did. So did you see Good Job?
I didn't. I mean, I was there like 1 or 2 days after Valkyrie 3rd. I'm not sure where Good Job was. Honestly, the first time I heard Good Job was that day. Day one.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was the first time I
So
heard it, too.
during Walker 3rd, they had it on projections at the Skytree.
Yep.
And
Oh.
that's when I first saw it.
But that's when they
Yeah.
debuted the song. They debuted the song at the Skytree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Right. Well, I was with you, Kay.
I know, but I didn't
Yeah.
know if it was there before or not.
No, yeah. That was like the first day. Because I don't know if you remember, there was like an interview and everything.
Yeah,
That's because they were going to preview Good Job.
that's right.
Right. Personally, I didn't like. I mean, it's not I don't like. I just was not impressed by Good Job when I first heard it. And then I watched the PV, and I was like, okay, that's not bad, but still not.
It's more of a Main and Mamegu song rather than a Cheryl
Then,
and Robert.
exactly.
Right.
But when they did it at the live, I was blown away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
That was my second favorite.
right.
Second favorite performance or
At the live.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
My favorite is Sayonara no Tsubasa.
Sayonara. Sayonara. Okay, so I think that Macross Frontier cheated
Oh.
for this live because basically what happened is that it's the first time they performed the movie songs ever. So the production team, you can tell they put most of their effort on the Frontier performance.
it definitely felt that way. Like
with
I
all
mean,
the
this-
scenes
yeah.
and the spoilers.
Between
Yeah.
the set list, the spoilers, what's going on the screen,
Yeah.
it's-
It definitely seemed more like orchestrated
Yeah,
than everything else.
it was.
I mean, to be
It
fair,
was awesome.
That's how a Frontier live is normally like anyway.
Yeah, but I think I mentioned to you. So like for Sayonara and Tsubasa, they played like the entire movie in the background,
yeah,
like the scene,
Yeah.
That
I
was-
don't know that I need to see that movie now.
right? 'Cause that really enhanced the performance. I was mad they didn't do the same thing for Ayoboete.
Yeah, I mean, again, missed opportunity on that. But...
Did it?
Didn't pay her enough.
Fair.
Tinfoil hat territory.
Fair.
I mean, at least they did definitely try. Like they did do some sort of video playback for some of the other songs, but it just wasn't at the level of the whole Frontier set list.
Right. The Frontier set list was like,
It was like just a
Over the top.
coordinated. Yeah.
but again, it was awesome. I just think they cheated. But oh well.
It definitely
not-
contributed to why
just
probably
playing-
why Frontier was
playing-
this highly
Just playing
Regarded.
favorites.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
But hey,
live.
it was awesome.
even as a Seven fan, like Seven was my favorite, but Frontier was objectively the best.
It was the
has-
best. Yeah.
It's
course.
you put in the Frontier Greatest Hits, Nyan Nyan Final Attack, into Sayonara no Tsubasa, and okay, what else do you need to do? It's just, okay, just throw in some that has everything you need.
Right.
And yeah, as far as I'm concerned, like once you have Lion, where they're both going into that final chorus together, and then you build
Yeah.
into Sayonara no Tsubasa, that is like all you need from a Frontier live. And
Frontier, yeah.
Yeah, I think my jaw was on the floor for that whole medley. Just like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Man,
It's
when-
just so
when-
much.
When Main started, like that a cappella Northern Cross for
Oh.
on day one, I screamed like a fangirl. Like Hokago Overflow, I'm like, oh, are they gonna do it? Then I just hear Main just start singing. I'm like, oh my god.
I totally am with you, man. The Northern Cross, like that. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's different than the standard album version.
Yeah.
Like that shortened version for the Frontier Greatest Hits. It's so good, and it builds into that song so well. I
Yeah.
love
No, yeah, like I didn't watch the movie, so that was my first time, like seeing all of the spoilers,
Yeah.
and I was really hyped up. That's really the best production for the entire life. Went there.
Even a Frontier hater like you can
appreciate.
can appreciate how good that was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go watch the movies already.
I will.
They are better. It's a better.
I want to
pace.
watch them, but now I feel like I've already been spoiled about the one thing I was wondering about.
It's true.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay, so after the best part, pretty much, they went into Valkyrie. I think personally, I've probably seen Valkyrie too much already, so I was not mind blown by them. But Rob, what did you think about it?
I mean, they played their set pretty safe.
Yeah.
Like it's all like their popular song. What I did not like though is how they used the stage.
Yeah, because they stood on the backstage, right?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
pretty much like 80% of their time they were at like the far center stage at the back,
Mhm.
and like it would be better if they were facing the majority of the crowd, but they were like their backs were to like 80% of the crowd the whole time.
Yeah,
So I felt like they used the stage really badly.
Uh,
you disagree.
When was Mino Ringo running around like a
When is she not?
was that during that set list or was that during a different one?
That was-
It
was-
that was for that one. Yeah.
Okay. She steals the show with her energy.
Of course.
And so like while it is a very kind of standard Walkure set list, like literally everything is there's no surprises there. But
There's all the group songs too.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like Hametsu no Junjo was a very Juna focused song, but in general, I totally agree with you. It's at least the energy of the performers really made it special, especially Ringo. And so I gotta really give a shout out to her.
Like,
Oh,
the
I mean, yeah,
performance
it was
itself is
awesome.
good.
It was just too
Great.
safe.
It's just safe set list, and the stage usage is
Yeah.
pretty weak.
Yeah.
Also,
Tell me.
I think they got less song,
To be fair, like Seven and Frontier got the most songs.
the most song, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Macross Original, I there's not that many songs, right? I mean, there are, but they're like the main one you want to hear are like short songs. So she did them all. But for Macross Delta, I feel like they could have done like more.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
actually surprised at how
The
short they're selling because they're the current active Macross group.
Yeah,
So I'm actually was surprised at how little they.
I mean, the
stage time they actually got.
crowd definitely had more energy for it. Like
Yeah.
we could have kept going.
right.
I think it's because like they just came off of a live like
I totally agree with that.
recently. So like and what
Mm.
Frontier and Seven? When was their last lives?
No, that's true.
So everyone's
Right.
like definitely gonna be more hyped for Frontier and Seven. I mean, the crowd right next to me and Casey like they were really super hyped for Seven and Frontier.
Yeah, I have to apologize to my neighbor for Frontier because I probably like was singing in his ear.
Amazing.
Sorry, ZB. But to be fair, so what happened is that the guy next to me started singing very loud. So I was trying to one-up him, you know.
Mm.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'd rather hear your own voice than his.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah. So after the very safe Macross Delta, there were more surprises. On day one, we got Macross 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, wow,
Hiroko Kasahara?
yeah. Like,
Day
wow.
2 as well.
Day 2 as well.
Yeah. She had a. Oh no, I'm confusing her with the other lady. Yeah, but
So that actually was one of my really hype points for day 2, because I did not expect her to come at all.
Yeah.
And I am a huge fan of her. Outside
really?
of Macross as well. Because she sang a lot of. She didn't sing a lot of songs, but she sang a lot of songs that are really special to me,
Mm-hmm.
like the Win anime opening and the
Oh.
Ever 17 ending. And so seeing her sing at Moichido, I Love You,
Yeah.
was really hype.
No, I love, like, those were not the Macross 2 songs I would have wanted to hear necessarily, but it was good to hear them.
I agree. Considering that I wasn't expecting any Macross 2.
Right. It's like, Macross 2, what?
Like they actually acknowledge they exist? What?
Right? Yeah.
truth be told, I haven't seen Macross 2. Is it worth going back to see? Because it's one of the least talked about.
I don't feel it's something you necessarily need to see, but if you're
Yeah.
interested in Macross, it is something worth seeing.
Okay.
I mean,
in
the
same
worst
way
case scenario-
Macross Zero is. Right.
Right. Like, the worst case scenario, there's condensed version in a movie, which I feel is fine to watch.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not the best experience, but neither is Macross 2 in general.
Fair enough. It's
I will say on the day 2, it wasn't encore, but getting triangular.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like I was, like
You were
I mean,
leaving, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. I was, because I kept checking my watch, because after Rimpika, I was like, okay, I really need to leave because my bus leaves in like 20 minutes, and I needed to catch a flight. And as soon as I was picking up my stuff to leave, I just hear Kimi, and I'm like, no, why now? So I stayed at least for that, and like I think in that amount of time, like I got tennis elbow, I jumped enough times to like hurt my knees, but somehow I still made it to the airport on time.
Nice.
But that's something that's kind of been on my bucket list, honestly. Is
Yeah, me too. I don't know why. I don't know why. I mean, I had the feeling she would show up and sing that song.
I knew she would, but I thought she would do it like more adjacent to the frontier
The
part
Frontier? Oh,
of the live,
yeah.
but not, after, like right at the end of, pre-encore.
Yeah.
Like it just took me by surprise. And I think especially considering where I was for day 2, I was a couple of seats to the right of Hanamichi. So I was able to actually see her up close. And I mean,
Nice.
the only other time that I'd seen her was
At the Unifest?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
just
I
kind
remember
of
that.
seeing her perform up close, like Sasuga Pro, like her eyes are just locked,
Yeah.
like her vocals are completely perfect. They sound like a recording. Like I mean, it just pretty much solidified me wanting to go to her next solo.
All right. See you
Live.
in December then.
See you in December.
I said I wasn't going to go to Japan in December, but I guess I have to now. So
Sakamoto Maya solo
But
live.
Chris,
yeah.
you're supposed to go to Hawaii.
Yeah. We'll see about Hawaii. Okay. So for the encore on day 1, they did with Bekedo Baby and Dynamite Explosion. So there was Firebomber and Valkyrie. That was honestly, I think that was my favorite part.
I
of day
still
1.
get goosebumps thinking about that.
Yeah.
Walker does the verses, and everyone is like, I remember Juno specifically doing like the first verse, and then going right into the chorus, and Fukuyama Yoshiki is just having fun with all the Walker girls. Oh my god, I lost it at that point. Like I knew that that solidified it as one of my favorite lives I've ever been to.
Oh yeah.
I need to pray that they do a
Blu-ray,
because I need to see that again.
Yeah. And
We don't have a precedent for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So yeah, usually they've not released the Blu-rays for Macross Crossover Lives before, but hey, it's a new era, so
It's free. It's money for them. Like
it is money.
we'll buy it. Like
I don't know. Japan is weird sometimes, but if they release it, like we'll buy it.
Of
And if
course.
they don't, I'm gonna blame Mari Iijima.
Marijima, yes.
it's in my contract. 50% of the
Of the Blu-ray sales go to me.
yeah.
That's probably why they won't release a Blu-ray then. They'll
Such
pay her
rudeness.
Not for after her MCs.
Or
They're gonna
maybe
cut
her
MCs.
her MCs are just suspiciously gone.
Yeah. On day 2 did IMO.
Yes.
That was good.
Mhm.
That was really good.
I like that duet.
Yeah. Like that was the best way to use Chie vocals. And then they did Ikenai Borderline, which again,
Did they do that same version during Valkyrie Third with Main?
No,
No.
they did
Am I
Boku no
misremembering?
Senjo.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
It was Junjo. No.
It was Boku
Yeah.
no Senjo.
Oh, Boku no Senjo.
Boku no
There you
Senjo.
go. Right.
But I was really hyped for that here because we've had it before. I just really think that Main's strong vocals fit really well when she joins with Valkyrie,
Yeah.
and it was definitely
Like
an
what?
enjoyment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she needs to be a singer.
Okay, do you need a moment?
Oh, yeah, okay.
No, Main is great, but you're right. I think like the collaborations she does are like awesome.
Oh yeah. I think I don't know if any of you remember her MCs with Ma Megu were also very touching.
Oh yeah.
We're just talking about
I'm
How-
waiting for that Frontier Live. They said
Right.
they want it.
Same thing.
Kaomori.
Ona guy.
If you don't, Harmony Gold is waiting.
Yeah, for Robotech Delta. Or Robotech.
They would do something like that. Call Robotech Delta, but make it Frontier. I can see it.
The Delta Squad. Robotech Deltas. No, Delta Force.
Speaking of MCs and Delta, Day 2, Minoringo admitting to Oshi jumping during Frontier set.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was so cute.
I really love that she used Oshi-jun. I was like, wow. She's really one of us.
She had the pictures to prove it too. I loved it. Like,
Yeah.
oh god, Minoringer rules.
She's the best.
I just hope she was able to catch a little bit of triangular on the way backstage.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure she was probably geeking out.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually surprised she managed to perform properly, knowing that Maya Sakamoto was in the back.
Yeah, right.
Probably ran out into the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a blade in her uniform in her outfit. She's just like just ready.
Alright. So at on day 2, they also confirmed the name of the Macross Frontier movie. Macross Delta movie. It's a title live with a lot of 6 exclamation marks.
There's gonna be 6 Valkyries.
There's gonna be a 6. Yeah.
The 6th member.
Yeah.
6
It's
member.
Chris.
It's Chris. Yeah.
Chris is finally leading.
Utawa Kinki. No, but really,
Joe.
was that?
Joe.
No, but Joe. I wonder if they're actually gonna have a 6 Valkyrie member. I don't think that has ever happened before. Where they had like a new member.
Oh yeah.
Like movie only type of thing.
Yeah, movie. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he has something else to talk about.
Right. But that's remembering. There's a. How is Mactoma still ongoing? I don't understand.
As long as Utama Cross keeps going, Mactoma will keep going.
Is Mactoma really that Utama Cross focused?
I mean, molded, so yes.
Yeah, I guess.
Don't they show the scale models there too as well?
They do.
Yeah.
But
And the guy
usually
whoever.
it's modular, so.
Oh, okay. Whoever plays Bogue needs a job,
Ken.
right? Yeah, he needs. I don't know
I
what
mean-
he's
I
doing
mean-
at the time.
Ken has a solo career.
Yeah, he has a slow
Oh,
gear.
okay.
Right.
That's
He's a
fine.
good singer too.
Okay.
Really
Yeah.
good.
Perhaps he'll be the 6th.
Oh, perhaps. That'd be awesome, actually.
That'd be wild.
Oh.
Crash still gets shafted. Sorry, Chuck.
Okay. All right. So, anything else you wanted to add about Macross Crossover Live? Okay.
Well, there was the ending part, which was pretty much definitely sealed to me how amazing the crossover was. That was the part when I tried to leave early and beat the rush.
Well, yeah, do tell about that.
Me and Min were trying to leave a little bit early so we could kind of catch the trains. They at that point everyone was singing up front, right in the backstage. And so normally you'd have like staff members, security members directing you to the other sides, but no one was doing that.
Yep.
And so we're like, okay, we should get the nearest exit, which is the one that cuts directly across them. And so we walked across there, literally within like 6 feet distance of them, waving at them. And then my favorite part is remembering that Min waved to Minringo, she waved back.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And he was really happy. And then I waved to Juna, and she just looked at me and didn't ignore me. I was really happy as well. So, that's all I needed.
No.
That's how Juno.
Okay.
I got better treatment from Izima Mari than you from.
Yikes.
No, Kay, it's funny because that was me and Forte's experience day one. Me and Forte did the exact same thing. We were like stage right, so we had to cut across in front of Hanamichi, and we literally came up right as Juna and Ringo were in front of us. And so me and Forte were running. We didn't realize what was happening. And then as soon as we both looked left, like when we were at the center stage, we're like, oh, they're here, and we like slowed the hell down. Running to like we did like 2 steps, like 1 step a second, just like
wow,
just like waving to them, and I couldn't get any of them to wave at me, but it was still really really cool to just see them up close.
Yeah.
Uninterrupted.
Wow.
You got to get the guy who doesn't give a fuck, like Fukuyama Yoshiki. He doesn't care, and I think
Fukuyama Yoshiki will take your pen light and he will break it.
Yeah. But depends who your Oshi is. So.
I will say, for how much we rag on Izima Mari, at least she gave me a smile during Hanamichi. More than what Juna gave Kay.
Okay. I don't know if you guys saw that on day 2, when everybody was waving at the end. There was somebody who was holding like a neon Mari Ijima sign.
Well,
Wait, like, just
no, I missed that.
Yeah, that was hilarious. So Tin and I, we wondered if it was our manager.
Right?
Maybe it's her son.
Maybe it's her son. Yeah. Like literally, it was like giant Mari Ijima neon sign. It was like, what the hell?
I missed that. Where was that person sitting?
By the pillars.
Oh, okay.
Not too far from the Hanamichi.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wait, on left or right side?
I don't know. Because I saw it on the screen, so I think it was probably on the right side.
Oh, okay, because me and Casey were near the left side pillar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't recall it at all, but yeah, that's hilarious.
That's right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You gotta hype yourself up somehow. Bring your own cheering section.
Yeah.
Why are we so idiotic?
I mean, to be fair, he was pretty hidoi to us during the live.
Yeah.
Hey, she performed. She didn't bring her son on the stage. No. What else do you want?
Wasted opportunity. Just say, yeah.
Okay. Robert, anything else?
Or I said what I needed to say. I mean, it was a good live. Definitely could have been better. Definitely needed to use the crossover part more. But hope it happens again soon.
All right. Ken.
Yeah, I mean, I want to jump at every opportunity to see Valkyrie as much as possible, and that was half the reason why I wanted to go to this in the first place, because I missed out on
2018 live.
Yeah, the 2018 live. So I wanted to see them at least once this year, and that was That was pretty much all I needed. Because I mean, I guess I went to Inufest. I don't really count it because it was a really short set. But this had, I mean, more songs, obviously. So I got my fill through it, and I guess I walked away more of a Frontier fan than I was before the live. So, like, for what it's worth, well, actually, everything in general, really. Like, I would love to see Firebomber again as well. Cool. Just, it felt like I was being teleported back to, like, you know, the 90s, the 80s and 90s. Yeah. If I closed my eyes, you know, and didn't know like what year it was, I probably would have thought it was, 1990.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's like something that I can't get that often. So I definitely appreciated what Crossover offered to me.
All right. And Casey.
I guess other people's kind of touched on this, but it's like, I hate to think about what could have been. And so like,
it's a very positive attitude.
Right. Like, there's a million songs they could have played, and I don't want to, focus on those. So what songs they did play ruled. It's one of my favorite lives I've ever been to. Although it is, I think it was either K or Robert. It's called Crossover. I feel like they could have done more crossovers, but whatever. I'm so pleased with the set list. Shout out to Angel Voice.
I completely forgot about Angel Voice.
Yeah, just like the only real change in the day two. I mean, sure, Chie Kajiura changed up her set list. You wouldn't have known otherwise. But
wait, she did? I didn't notice.
Yes. Yeah, right. She wouldn't have known if not for the set list online. But it starts right with Angel Voice, and that song is an amazing like tone. Sets the tone. Oh, yeah. Everyone's singing, call and response from Fukuyama to the crowd. That was awesome. I absolutely love that. And one thing I want to shout out to before the live is this happened in Walk Your Third as well, as they had like a karaoke station set up, and I got the opportunity to sing Try Again in front of like 500 Macross fans, and everyone was just like screaming, waving pen lights for me, and so like that was a super memorable opportunity.
Nice. I had. I think I saw the video of that.
Yeah, it's my terrible karaoke, but it was so fun to sing that in front of everybody.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Kind of got pushed to the front by my friends who were just like, "Hey, he's American. You should let him sing." Oh shit, he's American? Get him in line. And so, and I got to pick a song that no one had sang yet, and so that was
nice.
Yeah, like perfect. Everything about the live was really set up. We got fun stuff to do beforehand. Live itself is great. I guess another minor complaint. Makuhari Event Hall, not so great. I'd rather it have been in Makuhari Concert Hall, but that was being taken by like some rock festival.
Well, look, to be honest, this was one of the best setup in Makuhari, not Event Hall that I've seen, because Kay and I were at CG Third. And
oh right, that
was like the worst experience I've ever had in a live ever. No, that's second worst experience.
Was it more packed in there? Like they took bigger advantage of the space of the event hall. Like,
it was not even hall.
You can't even see anything.
CG Third was hall. It was 3 halls.
Okay, so it took up more halls than Crossover.
Yeah, and it went all the way back, and literally, if you had like the back seats, were just watching the screens. Like there wasn't even a point. You wouldn't see anything.
I don't think in the back you could even see the screens.
Jesus Christ.
That sounds miserable.
Yeah, it was.
Oh God. So yes, at least the preceding, the following CG lives were in, at least in SSA where you're not as.
So when I heard that Crossover was going to be in all 7 and 8.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, it's going to be the worst thing ever. But I went inside and I was like, oh my God, wow, it's so good.
I think as long as you weren't on extreme sides, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Because I was extreme, like stage right.
Oh, that's right, on day one.
On day one, and I mean, in terms of crowd feel is perfect, but we were far enough away from the screens where it was hard to see. Like we couldn't see the stages really at all. But day two, I mean, just being like even more central was killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, a million times better.
You know, one thing I really liked about Haven Hall is because it was in June, I thought we were gonna die of heat inside.
Oh, we didn't. Yeah,
We didn't.
it's
Yeah,
relatively
that's-
cool.
That was very great. Yeah. Like they've actually used ventilation properly, which never do.
That was
Like,
also
Japan
my
doesn't
first.
know ventilation.
That was also my first event in Makuhari. That was the first time going to Makuhari in general.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
Oh, wow.
so I mean, for my first experience, like I didn't completely hate it. So I guess that's a good thing, maybe. I don't know if I want to go back, but I mean, something will probably drag me back there anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
You'd rather have concert hall.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, this is my
Something
first
always does.
Macross as well. Day 1 was okay. Day 2, there was one tall guy like 3 rows in front of me, which I couldn't see anything in the.
Oh, sorry.
The flatlands.
Yeah, the plan. And then during What About My Star, we were positioned perfectly that the light was completely blinded us. So
I
Mamegu
remember
and
that.
Dana
It's
when they were standing in the center of the walkway.
oh my god. I literally had a hand over my right in front of my eyes just to prevent that.
Oh, during day 1, ZB and I were not too far from the pillar, like not close enough that we block the view. But if they would be on the Hanamichi, like we would not be able to see them for some time.
Like,
Oh.
Like those two pillars were like stupid.
yeah, I feel like I see them. I see those pillars like on like Blu-rays of lives, and I'm like, I can't. How do they get away with sitting people behind these things?
Yeah, no, those are like the bad seats.
Oh my god! Like you wouldn't even be able to see like a screen or anything. They're like
Oh, you
just
can't.
wide enough where they fill up you literally your whole vision.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think Robert and I
Those end up being equipment seats.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think Robert and I were fortunate enough to have like some of the best seats for both days, both within, spitting distance of the Hanamichi. So
Oh, perfect.
because everyone had a different complaint about their seat, and I don't know how the hell we got such great seats, but
I can't complain about my day 1 seat, day 2 seat. Day 2 seat, I was literally second row, in front of where Maine comes out for Sayonara no Tsubasa.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah. I forget what song it was for. Whether it was Sayonara no Tsubasa or Get It On, but for Hanamichi, because again, like me and Forte for day 2 were a couple of seats to the right of Hanamichi, but we were in the back of the first half section of like where Hanamichi was. So we were at the midway point where Main and Mamegu met. I forgot which song in particular, but like literally when they met in the middle and started singing there, like they just sat in place and we just like had straight view, like not even like 15 feet away
Nice.
for like a really long time.
I think that's
was,
probably
like,
Sayonara no Tsubasa.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
Sayonara.
yeah. But oh my god, yeah, I could not have gotten any better seats for day 2. I feel like it was like I can't complain.
Yeah. All right. So I think that pretty much covers everything we had to say about the Macross Crossover Live. I'd like to thank my friends for joining me today. So Kay, Ken, Rob, Casey, thanks again for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for having us.
And I haven't decided what the next episode is going to be about yet, so I'll be on the lookout. And thank you for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, B.